Hi, I'm Sophie and welcome to my world. Today we are going to make a really sweet craft. Now, it happens to be a great way to repurpose some of that extra Halloween candy or, holiday candy that you might have left over. Now, to make our cute, adorable sweet treat house, what you're going to need is a takeout food container. Now you can purchase these at any one of your surplus food warehouses, and we have found them with these wire handles on them. So I'm going to show you how to get rid of that. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to need a pair of wire cutters. I'm also going to need a pair of needle nose pliers. I'm going to need some scissors. I'm going to need a paper plate. I'm going to need some icing, and this can be the store-bought icing that you get for regular icing on cakes, or you can get a special kind of icing called royal icing, which we have a recipe for so that you can download for free on our website, and also a whole bunch of candy. Now, plastic knife is always good too. And you're also going to need a French fry container, French fry boat, and again, this can be bought at those wholesale warehouse for food places. Anyway, what we're going to do is we are going to take these wire cutters and we're going to slide it up here so you about half an inch of wire left, and just snip over here, turn it over, and snip on the other side. And then I'm going to take my needle nose pliers and just give that a little pinch, just like that. Just like that, just to make sure that that doesn't come undone. Now, to make my door, all I'm going to do is cut off the front flap straight across with my scissors. And then I'm going to fold my other three pieces in. These don't need to be cut off because these are going to become the base that I use to secure to my paper plate. Now I'm going to make a little door, and it can be either a door that opens like this. And if I'm going to make it open like that, I'm just going to cut it up and over, and then I'm going to leave this part uncut because then I can just open it like that. Sometimes people like a little door that they can peek into. Or you can cut the whole thing out entirely, and that would mean just keep cutting all the way down. But I'm going to leave myself a little door. Now, I'm going to take my hot glue, and again, this is something that only an adult should do. I'm going to take my hot glue, and I'm going to place a strip of it here, a dot of it here, and a dot of it here. And then I'm going to place it on my paper plate right there in the center. And I've got my little door opening here so that I can push this down through the door and secure it nicely to my paper plate, just like that. Okay. Now I want to give my little house a roof, and that's where we're going to use this French fry boat. Now these come in a variety of sizes, so when you do go to purchase your containers, make sure that they're a matching size. I've got a nice big roof here, and what I'm going to do is just take a bead of glue again, right on the edge here on the top, along that side, in the front, and along the back side. You don't need to do the side sides because they're never going to come into contact with your French fry hot dog boat. Now I'm going to just stick that on right like that. And now I have the start of my little house. You could, if you wanted to make this a non-sweet house, you could actually decorate this with all kinds of natural things like leaves and sticks and pine cones and that sort of stuff and make it into a little fairy house. But today we're doing all sugar. So now what I'm going to do is take a bit of icing, and again, this is just a regular canned icing. I'm going to take the canned icing, and I'm just going to start spreading it on the roof like this. This is a great craft for little kids and big kids to do together because the big kids can put the icing on, and the little kids can place the candy, as long as they're not placing too much of it in their mouths. All right, so I'm now going to take some of my fabulous candies, and I'm just going to start decorating on my icing all the way around. Now, I love, when I choose my candies, to choose different textures and shapes and sizes because I find that that's much more interesting than just having everything be all the same. But, if you are repurposing Halloween candy, you might end up with a lot of stuff that is exactly the same. But that still makes a creative and fun house. Just imagine your imagination and how you decide to use it. Anyway, you can see this is very addictive and very fun, so I better stop now before I have too much of a sugar rush. For more sweet treats and ideas you can use for your holiday parties or for any time, come check us out at sophie-world.com. I love the green ones.